Alright guys, let's be real. If your living room could talk, would it roast you for calling it a living room when it's basically just a waiting room with Wi-Fi? If you're worried that yours looks like a soulless showroom or gives off college dorm vibes, say no more. Today, we're exposing the 10 biggest living room mistakes most men make that are quietly killing your space. If you're ready to ditch these design disasters and bring some life into your living room, keep watching. Mistake number 1. Bad furniture choices. Are you still going for that broke college boy aesthetic? If not, avoid going for the cheap, basic, matchy-matchy sets. It's easy to be a little rigid when it comes to living room design, and yes, we get it, furniture is expensive. However, there's a fine line between being smart with money and my living room looks like a Craigslist starter pack. If you're going to splurge anywhere, let it be on a couch. Before you start buying pieces though, take a minute to embrace slow design. Live in the space first. Understand how you move through it, where the light hits, and what the vibe feels like. Visualize your furniture choices and how they'll fit before you swipe that card. Use free tools like CAD or good old painter's tape to map out the space. Your coffee and side tables should do more than just hold your keys and takeout menus. They should add character. Repurposed items or DIY pieces can bring a unique touch. Make the most of your ottoman by using it as a footrest, extra seat, or even a stand-in coffee table. Designing slowly and intentionally will help you create a space that works for you, not just one that looks like it does. Mistake number 2. Ignoring size and proportion. Size does matter. A rug that's too small is like wearing jeans that barely reach your ankles, awkward, and obviously not the right fit. Your rug should ground the space, not float in the middle of the room like a sad welcome mat. Ideally, all your main furniture pieces should have at least their front legs on the rug. If you can't do that, it's too small. Also, consider the golden ratio to keep your space balanced and avoid overcrowding. Think of it like this. Your rug is the stage, and your furniture are the actors. Don't make them squeeze in like it's a budget production. Scaling your furniture is just as important. That oversized, cozy L-shaped sofa might seem like a dream, but if it eats up most of the floor space, your room will feel cramped. On the flip side, a tiny, flimsy coffee table in a spacious living room just looks lost. Pair a bulky, heavy-looking sofa with lighter, more open furniture like minimalist side tables or a slim-legged armchair. If you have high ceilings, take advantage by adding taller shelves or artwork to balance the vertical space. Visual weight matters. Heavier pieces should be balanced with lighter ones to create harmony. When arranging furniture, aim for a mix of size and height to keep things dynamic but balanced. Mistake number 3. Living room, more like a lonely room. The living room should be a place to chill, entertain friends, and definitely make a solid first impression on a date, not a depressing waiting room. Your furniture shouldn't be awkwardly clutching the walls like they're nervous at a middle school dance. If that's the case, then it's time to rethink the layout. Creating conversation zones isn't just about squeezing in as many seats as possible. It's about arranging them to invite actual conversations. Angle chairs toward each other, not just toward the TV, and make sure there are focal points beyond the screen. A view of a window, a cool piece of art, or a stylish coffee table can pull the room together and make it feel intentional. Also, remember that you're going to live here for a while. Pick focal points and decor that won't make you roll your eyes 6 months from now. And seriously, smell matters. It's invisible, but leaves a lasting impact. If your space smells like yesterday's takeout, it won't matter how good it looks. Grab a candle, a diffuser, or anything to make it fragrant. A space that looks good, feels good, and smells good? Now that's a living room worth living in. But there's still one crucial thing we haven't touched on yet. Mistake number 4. Neglecting lighting. Lighting is like the Instagram filter of your living room. It can either enhance it or make it look like a horror movie set. If you're relying on that single light in the middle of the room, you're doing it wrong. You need layers of lighting, natural light, overhead fixtures, floor lamps, wall sconces, and task lights. Layer your lighting and mix different sources to create depth and flexibility. Add dimmers if possible, so you can adjust the vibe depending on the situation. Want to chill out solo? Dim the lights. Having friends over? Make it bright but cozy. And hey, consider the color temperature of your bulbs. For a cozy and inviting living room atmosphere, opt for a warm white lighting temperature in the range of 2700 Kelvin to 3000 Kelvin. Warm light is inviting, while cold, harsh lighting makes your place feel lifeless. Get rid of those fluorescent white bulbs. Lighting sets the mood, so don't skimp. Mistake number 5, not paying attention to color. Color can make or break a room. If your living room is all grey or beige, it probably looks like a sad office break room. If it's a chaotic mix of every color imaginable, it's giving kindergarten art class. Use the 60-30-10 rule, 60% dominant color, 30% secondary, and 10% accent. Neutrals are a solid base, but throw in a bold pop like yellow, navy blue, or terracotta for an accent. Make sure to tie every color with a color palette. It's like adding hot sauce to your food, just enough to kick things up without overpowering the whole vibe. If you're unsure, stick with darker masculine tones like charcoal, forest green, or earthy tones, and add a few metallic accents to keep it from feeling too basic. And don't forget about textures that can add dimension and keep the space from feeling flat. Think you've heard it all? We've got more mistakes to fix. Mistake number 6, too afraid to fail. Are you one of those people who match the height, style, and color of everything? It's safe, sure, but it's also boring. It lacks variety and ends up feeling dull, like you were too afraid to take risks. People who shy away from design mistakes often fall back on templated, predictable looks because it's the easy way out. But here's the thing, playing it too safe can make your space forgettable. Instead, embrace some contrast. Mix and match all the elements. Modern with vintage, plain with textured, wood with metal, and don't overlook the small details. Throw in some interesting decor, books, or unique objects that speak to your personality. The goal is to create a space that feels like it evolved over time, not like you panic bought everything in a weekend. If something doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. You can always adjust. Just don't be afraid to experiment. You might surprise yourself when you figure out what you actually like. Mistake number 7, hanging stuff wrong. Mounting your TV too high is a classic rookie move, unless your goal is to put more focus on that fire pit than the actual screen. But if your neck hurts after movie night, it's definitely too high. Ideally, the center of your TV should be at eye level when you're seated, and it should be proportional to the console or stand beneath it. A massive TV on a tiny console looks unbalanced, while a small screen on a huge media unit just seems lost. The same goes for your artwork and other wall decor. Hanging pieces so high they're practically on the ceiling just look off. And don't ever crop your curtains awkwardly. They should be placed higher than the window and skim the floor to frame them properly. These details might seem minor, but framing your space thoughtfully shows that you're really putting in the effort. But could a few small tweaks completely change the vibe of your space? Mistake number 8, out of place. It's time for a decor detox. If your living room is cluttered with random trinkets that no longer fit your style, furniture that reminds you of an ex, or things you've grown attached to but no longer need, it's time to let it go. Design for cohesion, not chaos. Keep a few meaningful pieces, but make sure they fit the vibe you're going for now, not the person you used to be. If you're not into it anymore, it's gotta go. Design for who you are today, not memories you've outgrown. Holding on to things just because can hold your design back. If you're ready to let go, then let's address the next problem. Mistake number 9, out of sight, out of mind. Floating shelves and open or transparent storage can look great when done right, but they often end up looking cluttered and messy. Instead of piling up miscellaneous stuff, display a thoughtful mix of decorative and functional items like books, plants, and framed photos. If keeping open storage tidy feels impossible, consider closed storage instead. It's aesthetically pleasing, functional, and keeps the chaos hidden. But even if you've nailed your storage game, there's still one mistake that could be stopping your living room from feeling like the space you want to be in. Mistake number 10. Does anyone even live here? Lastly, don't fall prey to the showroom look. If everything's perfectly staged, it feels like no one lives there. Designed for comfort and function, not just for the gram. It's your living room, not a set. Trust your gut and pick pieces that you actually like while remaining within your budget and lifestyle. If you find these living room mistakes eye-opening, check out the other videos on the channel for more design tips and mistakes to avoid.